Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can see the Azure infrastructure data center, right? So that's the virtual environment, or that's a kind of virtual tour that I'm going to show you to do it, right? So that you can also know how the data center looks like in reality, right? Probably this is going to be the virtual tour, and that is why you may not see the exact view the way it should, or the way it is on the physical location. But once you see it, you will get an idea how the real data center is, right? And what are the things are there, right? So that you can also understand the data center is really built up with different capabilities, different requirements, and what are the things are there, right? So including power, networking, supply chain, and all other things, right? So I'm going to show you by jumping onto the screen share and show you, and you can take the tour as well, right? So that's going to be pretty straightforward and easy so that you can know and learn, and it's not only for learning purpose but also you get to see the experience, right? So that's also very important to know, and this is going to be for everyone, even if you are a starter or if you are starting to learn Azure or any cloud, right? So data center is for every cloud provider. It is not something they have built something out of the data center or out of the box, right? So every organization or every cloud provider, they do have their own data centers, right? Somewhere the other locations, and those locations are across the globe. It's not only specific one country or one city or one state, right? So they have built across the global, right? So let me share my screen and show you how we can just take a tour of Azure Data Center, right? So here you can see that I have already opened up the Azure Data Center tour portal, right? So that's the accessible over the internet. You can also go to datacenters.microsoft.com, and then you can go to this full URL /globe/explore, right? Now you might be saying, okay, so this is something just a view only, but we are not doing anything practical over here, but right, definitely you need to understand how the data center is going to be, right? So there are different options at the top here. First is view mode, how you wanted to view it, and then a table view. You can see that on the table view, there are different data centers by region, location, data residency, year opened when the respective data center was opened, then availability zones, products, disaster recovery, regional compliance, industry compliance, global compliance, and compliance links. So from there, you can just simply go to respective URLs and read through. Now you would see all geographies, right? So you can see if you wanted to see Asia Pacific, right? You would see Asia Pacific data centers as well, right? So there are different data centers within Asia Pacific, where East Asia, South Asia, and the locations are mentioned over here. Similarly, if you wanted to see for India, so we have three data centers which are shown up as per this virtual data centers, right? And you can see that availability zones are coming soon for Hyderabad, and one is already there. So business compliance, this is as per the Indian government, right? And then all other industry compliance, global compliance, those are also part of it. The locations, you can see central India is for Pune, Hyderabad, and South India is for Chennai, right? So similarly, for so many other countries, right? For USA, there are so many data centers, right? So you can filter it out and go through it and understand wherever the data centers are, right? So this is a mode of data center and view globe, right? So if you see the globe, you would see this globe or earth, right? Which is moving gradually, and you would see the different data centers wherever, let's say this one, let's say it's South Africa North. So this is in South Africa North location. They have their data centers over there. For example, this is in Africa. You can also point, this is the South Brazil. Here is one of the, this is in Brazil, and there is one more. which is for 30, right? So something like this. So wherever you see in square, either in blue or the white, those are the data centers, right? And on the map, so this is going to look like, right? So this is the map view, wherever you can see all the different geolocations where Azure has their data centers across the globe, right? And there are different views on the map levels. You can just come back to here under the legends and understand all of this, right? Wherever the network pop is added, network WAN links are added, then coming soon, that means these are the data centers which are in white circle. Those are coming soon that Microsoft is working, and that's not easy to do it in one go because there are so many things that Microsoft has to take. Similarly, for other cloud providers to take approvals from the regional, local, and country-wise across the data residencies and everything together, right? So these are the different legends by which we can simply identify the data centers and respective area of data centers. The next filter is regions, right? So there are a bunch of options here, which includes regional compliance, industry compliance, global compliance. And if you filter it out, whichever compliance you wanted to see, you can just select that one. Let's say you wanted to see G Cloud, right? And then you can filter out with the G Cloud and what industry you wanted to see, right? Industry compliance. Let's say I wanted to see SOX, right? Then under the global compliance, I wanted to see SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 3. And then also I would go back to disaster recovery, whether Azure site recovery or regional pairing or zonal DR with Azure site recovery. Now you might be wondering, why do we need these things in first place, right? So we need these first place because whenever we wanted to build architecture or high scalable architecture or infrastructure across the globe, or maybe specific to India or specific to any country, then we definitely would need to take a right set of solutions, as well as we need to look into the capabilities, whichever capabilities are available in both regions. Maybe let's say we wanted to host some of the workloads in Australia and some of the workloads in US, right? So we need to see whether Azure does provides all of that capabilities in both, wherever we can simply keep our systems up and running if there is a disaster recovery or if there is a disaster in first place, right? We don't want to system go down in any way because of business issues, or business may get into these situations where that should not, and that may lose a lot of opportunities and business account, right? So that is why we have to build a sustainable solution which has a sustainability features as well that Microsoft has provided, including zero waste certified, because Microsoft is also following all of that sustainability features and sustainability capabilities, and availability zones wherever we can set either all coming or not available, right? So we can set that as well, right? And this is a tool, right, which is virtual data center. And once you click on it, you would see a complete virtual data center from 360-degree view, right? That's going to show us how we wanted to. So this is the data center. You can see right where we have data center view from the top, right? And you can just start enter lobby. So we would get into the lobby, and from there it is going to take us to the next step or next point, right? Now it is loading. You can see that, and let it open. Okay, so here it's AI assistance. I'll just close it. Okay, here it says the lobby, explore. So this is the lobby area. You can see that, and you can see this is a pure virtual view that we can take. We live in the cloud, right? That means you can see that as soon as we scroll down, we get to the main option or main gate or door where enter the operations room, or here's the another security check, right? So let's say enter the operation room. Now it will load for operation room, and then we can just get into the room. All right, so we are in operation room right here. You can say there is an audio to listen, right? And then you can take a tour as well, right? Now here's an exit as well. Enter mechanical area. So you can get into that. Then click next here. And here's the backend area where server rooms and everything would show up. The next. Right, so this way you can definitely take a tour, right, and learn and make yourself aware, right? So these are the server rooms, right? And you can hear this audio as well.
Data center is just made up of thousands of servers. A server is essentially.
So you will get into the circular center, right? So this is going to really give you the complete view as well as complete understanding of data center, right? That's also very important to see what's in there, right? And you can, as soon as you hover over the mouse, right, you can see everything, right? And here's the network room. So once you click on this arrow, it's going to take you to the network room, right? All right, click next to the network room. Here's the network room. You can see that I think there is video. I'll just close it out. And you can see that there are so many network cablings and connectivity to the data center, right? Because network is the one which is going to keep the systems up and running and connected to the regions and geolocations, right? So that should be very important across the data centers. The next is innovation room, where we would see the innovation of the cloud, right? So you can see there are different projects and different innovation that's happening, right? The next one is the home page or home of the data center, right? So from here we have come back. It's going to take us back to the actual page, right? So that is how it is, right? And we can just again go back to the slash globe slash explore. So from there we would see, or we would come back to this page where we would start again with exploring data center, right? So yeah, that's the complete data center tour. You can also play with all of these different views, right? And you can take a look, or you can take a closer look so that you can understand more on. Even there are plus and minus button in order to see this movie very closely so that you know or you understand how it really is, so that that's clear picture to see and understand, right? So yeah, that is what I wanted to show you and talk about, right? And hope you learn something new. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and people around you so that they can also go through it and learn. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you get to see every new video whenever it is uploaded on the channel, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.